Hey everyone, welcome back to another one of my vintage Canon Mars toys review. The star of the show today is Venom Manta with Vanessa Warfield. Now Vanessa is the female antagonist to the female protagonist of Gloria Baker from the Mars team. Well, sorry, that seems a little bit underplaying her role in the cartoon because she's really quite a badass on the show.
Whip on!
Well, I mean, compared to her bumbling allies in Slyrax and Cliff Dagger, she is a brilliant villainous right hand of Miles Mayhem. Her ride is literally one of the coolest in the line. Now, Vanessa's Manta is modeled after the Nissan 300ZX, which in itself looks like a super cool ride back in the day. Its combat mode is a warplane of sorts. Well, let me get this out of the way. I've always wondered why this vehicle is called the Seafaring Manta when it is actually a car that transforms into a jet plane. I mean, at least Gloria Baker's car, the Shark, actually turns into a submarine. I don't know of any other vehicle in the line whose name demonstrates such blatant irony. The Mars vehicle names usually have some sort of connection with their vehicle alt modes, like the Rhino, the Gator, the Switchblade, the Thunderhawk, and the Slingshot, just to name a few. And then you got the Manta. Anyway, that doesn't take away how awesome the Manta is. The by now very iconic purple is sure to grab your gaze when displayed with the others on the shelf. It has these two painted green stripes, somewhat screen accurate. You have a sticker for the license plate in the front, adding a bit of color there. And on the back, we have these stickers for the tail lights and grille. Once again, we have the real rubber tires, which are always so cool. These tires lack the tracks that you can often see on the bigger vehicles like the Rhino. Now, what is surprising to me was the lack of chrome on this piece. Now, Mars vehicles often have the reputation of having quite a bit of chrome on their toys, which I'm sure is a major draw for many of us as kids and even as adults. Even the Piranha has quite a bit of chrome on it. The most impressive being the Rhino IMO. Unfortunately, mine has quite a bit of chrome wear. And on to Vanessa herself. Her mask, in my opinion, is one of the nicer ones, with bright blue as the base, red and yellow for the tubing. Her uniform is also the same bright blue, with red long gloves and thigh-high boots, black holster, 2 of them. Alright, let's unmask her and have a look at her scalp. Yep, the mask figures have face that always got a soft scalp, no paint for the eyes. That's always how it's made. But this Vanessa has got some red paint for her lips. Nice. Her hair is redhead with a nice streak of black here. Alright, now let's transform the vehicle to combat mode. Now there are 2 buttons on the hood itself. The one on the left releases the wing mechanism. Now just one more push on the same button pops out the missile array on the front. Looks super cool. Alright, onto the back. Onto the rear of the car, you want to grab a hold of the license plate and give it a tug. These pulls out the jet, lift up the rear fins. And finally, to complete the look, you will have to rotate the front wheels individually and convert it into wings. Now, if you remember, there were two buttons on the front. So what does the other one do? Well, when you press it, it drops the passenger chair down from the bottom. Pretty useful when Vanessa wants to eject an annoying compatriot, or maybe just an intruder. Now, overall, the Manta is a pretty close adaptation to the show's vehicle. Well, except for some inaccuracies with the car doors, which probably could be attributed to the car's engineering. The mechanisms and transformations really makes it a very fun toy. One thing that would have been great is to give it actually maybe some firing missiles. I mean, all masked vehicles would benefit, right? Vanessa is a pretty cool character on the show, and this plastic representation of hers would definitely be an asset to your mask display indeed. Well, that's it for this episode of Kenner Mask Toy Reviews. I'll be back with another one soon. If you liked the video, do help me out by gently poking the like button. And also subscribe and pay attention to my next video, which will be up in a few days. With that, I'll sign off now. See ya later. Bye bye.